A$AP Rocky left RiRi in meltdown after mind-blowing confession. It was supposed to be just another peaceful night in paradise, a quiet evening inside RiRi and A$AP Rocky's luxurious home, far away from cameras, noise, and the chaos of the outside world. But what happened that night, nobody, and I mean nobody, saw this coming. Rihanna had just finished putting their children to bed. The house was finally quiet, soft music playing in the background, candles glowing gently across the room. A$AP Rocky sat there, unusually silent, not on his phone, not joking, not smiling, just staring. Rihanna immediately felt it. You know that feeling when something is off? She walked over to him slowly and whispered, "Baby, what's wrong? You've been acting different all day." Rocky took a deep breath, and that's when everything changed. Rocky looked her in the eyes, his voice trembling, and then he said, "There's something I've been holding inside for a long time, and I can't keep it from you anymore." Rihanna's heart dropped. She wasn't expecting what came next. Rocky revealed a mind blowing confession about a major decision he had secretly been planning, a decision that would change everything about their lives, not just for them, but for their family, their future, their legacy. Rocky confessed that for months he had been quietly working on a massive, life changing move, one he hadn't told Rihanna about because he wanted to be 100% sure before revealing it. He told her, "I have been preparing something huge, something that could take me away for long periods, something that could completely transform my career and our future." Rihanna froze, her mind racing. Take him away? Long periods? Without telling her? Tears immediately started forming in her eyes. She stepped back, shaking her head in disbelief. You, you were going to do all of this without talking to me first? Her voice cracked. The emotions poured out. All the memories, all the sacrifices, everything they had built together. She couldn't hold it any longer. RiRi broke down into tears. The pain of feeling left out, the fear of losing the balance they created as a family, the shock of hearing such a life changing confession all at once. It was too much. Seeing RiRi cry like that broke A$AP Rocky instantly. A$AP Rocky rushed towards her, trying to hold her, trying to explain. He said, "No, baby, you don't understand. I was doing this for us, for our future, for our kids." But RiRi was overwhelmed. She said, "We make decisions together, Rocky, together." Her words echoed through the room, and in that moment, Rocky realized something powerful. A$AP Rocky dropped into his knees. Yes, he actually did. Looking up at RiRi with eyes and tears, he said, "I have never wanted to hurt you. I have never wanted to make you feel like you are not part of my world because you are my world." RiRi stood there, breathing heavily, wiping her tears. The tension in the room was so heavy, but so was the love. Rocky reached into his pocket. Rihanna gasped. Was this another surprise? Another twist? He pulled out something symbolic, something deeply meaningful that represented commitment, partnership, and unity. And he said, "No more secrets, no more surprises without you. From now on, every move I make, we make it together." Rihanna's face changed. The anger slowly melted into emotions, into relief, into love. Rihanna collapsed into his arms, crying deeply, but this time It wasn't just pain, it was release, it was love. It was the overwhelming realization that even through the shock, the fear, and the misunderstanding, their bond was still unbreakable. After that emotional night, sources close to the couple say Rihanna and Rocky spent hours talking, planning, reconnecting, and making sure they were aligned on everything moving forward. Because one thing is certain, their relationship isn't just about fame, it's not just about success, it's about family, loyalty, and deep love. And moments like this, they don't break them, they make them stronger. Fans react. When whispers of the emotional night started circulating, fans were shocked. No way Rocky would keep something that big from Rihanna. I'm glad they talked about it. That's real love. Every couple goes through tough moments. They handled it like grown partners. At the end of the day, even power couples like Riri and ASAP Rocky face emotional moments, misunderstandings, and difficult conversations. But what truly defines them is how they come back together. And this time, they came back stronger than ever. Nobody, and I mean nobody, saw this coming. Fans thought Rihanna and ASAP Rocky were living in a perfect love bubble, two icons, two soulmates, building a beautiful family together, stronger than ever. But what happened behind closed doors one quiet night shook everything. Because in a moment that started with laughter and ended in tears, Rocky made a confession so shocking, so unexpected, that it left Riri completely broken down in a meltdown no one was prepared for. And what she said through her eyes afterward left fans around the world absolutely speechless. It all started like any other peaceful night in the private world. The lights were low, soft music played in the background, kids were sleeping, the energy was calm, intimate, and loving. Riri had just finished laughing at one of the Rocky's jokes. She leaned into him, resting her head onto his shoulder, the same way she always does when she feels safe. Rocky looked at Riri, and something in his eyes shifted. At first, Riri thought it was just one of those deep emotional moments he sometimes gets into, but this was different. He took a deep breath and said quietly, "There is something I need to tell you." And that's when everything changed. Riri sat up. Her smile slowly faded. There was a pause, a heavy silence that suddenly filled the whole room. ASAP didn't look away at his time. He looked straight into her eyes, and then he said, a confession to us unexpected, so emotional, so raw, that it instantly shook Rihanna to the core. At first, she didn't speak. Her face froze, her face searched, trying to understand if what she just heard was real. Her voice trembled as she whispered, "Wait, what do you mean?" Rocky repeated himself, this time slower, more serious, more intense, and that's when it hit her. The reality of what he just admitted, the weight of his words, the depth of the truth he had been holding inside, and suddenly Riri's eyes filled with tears.